How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Michael Thurville, photojournalist and sociologist here at VEDA World News. Now, we're going to take a break from geopolitics because, you know, that is something that we heavily specialize in, and we're going to focus on music and entertainment today. I'm here with an artist from the Bronx, New York. Yes, we are here in Houston, Texas, and this gentleman next to me on my left, your right, is from the Bronx, New York. Sir, what is your name?
Dizzy Banko, man.
All right, and
you having me.
It's an absolute pleasure, sir.
Yeah,
and let me ask you, what kind of music? I know what kind of music you do, right? Yes, hip hop, you know, I got that. But for other people, what do you do?
I am him.
Okay.
Him down to, you know, music, down to fatherhood, down to,
okay,
you know, anything that means good. But musically, you know, artist-wise, you know, I've been.
Okay, well, take us back to that beginning when you said, "Hey, music, this is something that I want to do." What was that? Where did the inspiration come from?
The inspiration came from, I mean, the family would say, like, you know, I've been beating on drums or things as a kid, and it's like, you know, hearing those type of stories is like, I guess I was like destined to be something in this area. It could have been drum, it could have been anything, but that, you know, that was the gift that was given in the music and having the ear for the talent. Understood. So it was just one of those trials and tribulations of still figuring out like the core at times, because baby pictures don't explain so much. Understood. Conversation don't, you know, like my pops passed, so it was like even in those things I wouldn't understand certain things. So I'm still learning and growing, as in the culture, my family background. You know, just who I am today.
Well, here's a quick question. Yeah. Every artist has that favorite artist, and they say, hey, you know what? I look up to this person. This person is a role model for me as an artist. Who was that person for you?
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, all the way on the West Coast. Why?
Before even really, it wasn't even where he's from. It was just him. Like, growing to understand his story till when he actually put most of his stories out to understand, like, all right, I'm on the same somewhat type of path that he went on, just in the, like I said, trials and tribulations and decision making. So I already started putting myself in the category like, yo, you know, Dr. Dre, like, he's dope. Of course, there's other producers that came out, and you know, but something about him, it was just more than music, but it was still music. Okay. So I feel like me and that caliber, I started to look up to that, where it was just like, yo, I don't know, he inspires me a lot. Okay. Just down to creation and his air.
Was there anybody else?
We got Pharrell, Timbaland, Kanye.
Oh, these are all classics.
Jay Dilla, you know, Ninth Wonder.
That is a classic.
The list goes on.
Okay.
But I feel like most of the people that I just said, like, I have a little inch of the bio. Okay. And you know, in one culture. Now.
Excuse me if I misspoke. I said you were a music artist. You are a producer, correct?
Also, too, yes.
Okay, so you're both.
That's.
I wasn't completely wrong.
That's why I said I was him. Okay. And all everything.
Okay. So as a producer,
yes.
When you step into his studio and your hands touch that mixing board, what is that like?
It's like, you ever drove a Ferrari before?
I have not had that luxury, sir.
All right. Well, any foreign car?
Yes.
What does that feel like?
Like magic.
All right. That's how the board feels. You in front of it, you get to, turn this up, turn this down. You know what I'm saying? You getting in that car, you got the key. Yeah. Turn that car on and you go where you go. That's how I am when it comes to the board. As soon as I get in the studio, it's like, I got the key, cool. Now I'm about to make magic. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said how the car feel. It don't gotta be the car, it could be anything else, but I just use that analogy for that.
What's that workflow like for you? Like, you know, you have a process. How does that go?
Kick-ass process.
Okay, what is that?
And kick-ass process is like, ain't no sleep in this. It's sleep, you gotta get rest, so don't hear me about it, but it's like, but the timing of the magic be kinda off time. So it's like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I'm very heavily inspired. For some reason, it's just...
In the morning or afternoon?
Morning.
Okay.
Morning.
Okay. But it's like that with a lot of artists and producers, man. We are getting up at those wee hours, burning that midnight oil while everybody else is asleep, and for some odd reason that, it just comes out at that particular time.
Yes, and you just got to put it down. You know what I'm saying? So it's just those are the timings that I get crazy. But a lot of other, goats, legends, they work around that time too. In a way, so.
Well, let me ask you. You're here in Houston. Are there any Houston artists that you're looking to work with or you're scouting for?
There's one, because I've been tapped in for probably like a couple of weeks now. Okay. And I didn't even realize he was from Houston. So,
really?
And because I'm here, the culture, the trap, the southern side of things. So I'm hearing it. And I'm like, okay, boom. Well, let me see where he's from. When I see he from Houston, I'm like, let me reach out to him. I'm like, I'm about to come out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's get in it.
And I'm glad you brought up that trap sound. Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's overdone?
No.
Okay. Why?
It's like a culture stamped. It's like you can't kill it. You know what I'm saying? That's like, it's in a lot of history moments. Like when things get engraved in certain things, it's like you can't. It's like unless you want to dig it up. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like at the cemetery. You engrave your headstones, boom, cement it. You're doing all of that, digging it back up, it's just, you can't it's not going to be the same. So it's like, how it's stamped is like either you elevate it and elevate it and elevate it, or just let it be. You know
because I know New York has a very specific sound. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And the southern music culture scene, it has its own sound. And this is not to say neither one is greater than the other. It's just that those minute or distinct differences is what makes a southern sound, and vice versa. What are your thoughts on that?
I think everybody has this section. Okay. Like you said, trap sound, and New York have, the rap or the gritty, depending on what's going on at the moment. Then you got like Africa, then you got it's different cultures. It's like going to the club, which I was in last night. You hearing different sounds in pockets. Yeah. So it's like when R&B come on, everybody's like, ooh. Yeah. Then it's like, all right, they got a little, in your system, little drink in your system, trap come on. You like, Then you feeling real good. You know what I'm saying? It just starts switching, so it's like you can't kill that, bro. Like, understood. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't, you're gonna always want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to completely kill everything or stop the music or stuff, everybody gotta stop.
Because like New York has its own signature, I guess,
identity, or
not necessarily identity, but those groups or individuals that stand out. They're OGs, so to speak. Here in Houston, we have OGs such as Slim Thug and who else we have? Zero and all of these different other people. Yeah, and Bun B. Like, do you draw inspiration from these Houston artists as well, or how do you feel about that?
I think I tapped in more when Little Flip came out. Okay. And then you got the Mike Jones and then, like I said, Paul Wall. And then I started to know more, like the Slim Thug. The Pharrell era. Slim Thug was in the Pharrell era. And if you think about how Pharrell music is, that's not Southern. Gotcha. But he got like a bop to it, where it's like he brought a Southern artist onto how he sound. You get what I'm saying? So it was just like, man, like learning, like I said, Bun B. I think I sampled like you got Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? Like
we do.
Like it's a lot of culture in Houston itself. Is just a lot of legendary moments that spurred out in different areas where it's like, okay, these guys had some inspiration into how, me as a producer also, like I create a beat and I hear certain things, and it's all the artists that's in my head is like, oh, well, this person can sound good on it. He may not know, but I can hear him on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And how now today's age is like, oh, how old are you? Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Do you get that a lot?
Nah.
Okay.
It's like, there's just groups of people that will kind of put you in the caliber, and there's people that are just like, they don't matter what age you know, young Dolph was like almost he was in his 40s, damn near, and you know, tearing it up. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even about the age; it's about how you really impact people. Okay. And with them, like I said, the Houston, the grills, and like, you can't come to Houston and you talk about these things. People would think, oh, you're getting grills, you're being fancy. It's like, nah, you understand, you in Houston. That's a thing. Exactly. Like I said it yesterday, I don't think I'm getting a grill. You know what I'm saying? So,
really? Yeah. Are you going to go see Ball Wall?
God willing. You know what I'm saying? Hope they don't tax me too crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, like it was a cool moment. Because even when the time that they was coming out, I'm still a, you know, I wouldn't say a kid, but I'm still growing up and I'm still shaking and baking. But now it's like, okay, I understand the.
Got you.
I understand everything.
So we got a little bit of sense of what inspires you, what brought you to this point. Where do you see yourself in the future as far as a producer or an artist?
I'll be like one of them super top dogs, because there's other top dogs. Okay. And I think now in my age bracket of things, it's like, what's the, you know, the next futuristic play I make? Something that would, once I figure out something that take care of a whole, myself, family, and everything, then it's just like, I can understand certain things in the future. I feel like I'm right still in the grinding moments. Gotcha. So I couldn't really answer that question with a full answer. Okay. And then my answer changed down the road.
If you can change anything in music right now, you had a magic wand, maybe you had the Thanos thing going on with the finger snap, what would it be?
I like artists stop overthinking.
Why do you feel like they overthink?
Because they start to get boxed into what people want. You gotta balance that. Okay. Like, whatever you thought for yourself made you like it. Now that you like it, you may say, oh, I like this, I always like this from you, always like this, because now if I do something new or anybody else doing it, you're like, oh, it's a little different, I need to go back there. You're not really, that's your opinion. Okay. But the fans, but as an artist, we shouldn't be boxing our own opinions or how we think. It's like we just get the pen, like a painter, just get the wand and start drawing something, whatever.
And leave that to the consumer,
and then leave that to that, yes, and let them consume. But regardless, you're gonna get good, bad, whatever it is. But you as an artist, don't stop creating. People they overthink and they'll kill their own moments. It's just like, yo, if I'm going crazy right now, I'll let anything else come into play to mess up what I'm, you know, then that's on me. Gotcha. So that's why I said, like, I want to stop overthinking. It does something psychologically with the mental of your brain. Like, it just does something where you stopping yourself or you thinking too much. I had those moments too. So it's like, I ain't just me pointing the fingers. It's like, I have those moments, but I train myself not to have those moments because at the end of the day, our brain cells, that's like branding, and that's our key to success. You know.
Understood. So, now, you know, you coming from the Bronx, man, you know, we spoke briefly outside in the box here. And when I heard that, the first person to come to my mind was Big Punisher.
Oh, Big Pun.
You know, I have a love for Big Pun that a lot of people don't have. Who do you like from the Bronx? Who do you look up to?
From the Bronx?
Yeah, in terms of music or even production.
To be completely honest.
Yeah.
Completely honest?
Yes, sir.
From the Bronx, I haven't did a look up. Okay. I felt like once I was in the caliber, it's like you inspired. So I ain't look up to Big Pun, like do too much, and you know the Fat Joes and you know so forth. Even who else can I name? What the names? But I get inspiration. And how can I do it?
Understood.
So I never really looked at like
that.
It was always people outside that I did the most doing homework.
Understood.
The Nipsey's, the Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying? Certain people that I really like.
Like kind of connected.
Yeah, you're connecting me somewhere. You know, growing up in the Bronx. Yeah, you hearing these songs, but it's like now that I'm in it, they're like they're not in play right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Big Pun is not in play. Correct. As I'm here now. Whereas like if I was to get more out of him to learn certain things, it's like once I started to like have a growth spurt, it's like he passed away.
Wow.
If you think about it, you know what I'm saying? So then we got Fat Joe, but I'm still growing. So now that I'm in it, it's a difference. Fat Joe likes the things I produce.
Really?
You see the switch? Like it's just a switch, but I couldn't really give too much. Like there's moments with him that I would say like, oh, when you did this song, I like this production, but it wasn't so much like, I sat down and really
like studied that particular person.
What you do unless I'm listening to your interview. And it's like, oh shoot, you was in this project? I used to be in this. Okay, it's just whatever. Like Fat Joe is somewhat, speaking of big punters, like Fat Joe is like my cousin's godfather. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just the full circle things just be happening where the more I keep doing what I'm doing, and somebody do the word of play and they're like, oh, check, bro. Oh, all right. You know, so that's it, bro. I ain't really, I'm big on myself. So me inspiring other people, I got to keep being big on myself.
And speaking of other people, we have up and coming artists and producers coming in into the genre of hip hop and, just music in general. What advice would you give to them? They're coming in, maybe some know what they're doing, some are still probably learning, they're getting their hands wet for the first time. What advice would you give them?
Don't lose reality for the industry.
What do you mean by that?
So if you say producers, artists, they're going into the industry. That's most people's head goal. But when I say don't lose reality of, how you got there, don't forget the grind. Don't forget keeping your feet solid. Like you going over there and people just feel like it's just one of them free balls or it's just one of those, you forget what a bill is. You know what I'm saying? You forget what this is. You forget the emotions with others. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like if you meet me and I'm just, it's like, no, because you can have a moment, but you're approaching me differently, where it's like you're keeping yourself solid. Keeping yourself grounded. So I'd say to every producer, artist, whatever you do, like, don't lose the track of reality. You know what I'm saying? Because when that's not there, the industry part, where you go.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do?
And with your years in hip hop and producing and being an artist, what was it like for the first time when you heard your beats or your lyrics with someone riding down the street or even on the radio? What was that like for you?
I gotta do more.
Okay.
That's why people say I'm like super humble. They're like, yo, bro, you don't sit on one placement. The placement come out and you're like doing 100 things else, and then it's like, oh yeah, I forgot I did that. Yeah. Okay. But I got this going on. They're like, bro, you ain't even let that have its moment. You just brought in like 20 other moments, and then now you're sitting with all the moments. Yeah. And then that's when I'm like kind of say, all right, that's when my vacation come into play, because I did so much work. I sit back and realize like, damn, I did this to get here, or this happened to get here, or whatever. And it's like, what's my new changes? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said being big on myself. It's like a coach looking at the team. It's like, all right, this was our first season. Okay. This how we played. This how much points you put up. What we do the next year. Okay. So that's the same thing as a basketball player. It's like once you get in there, how many years you putting in? You know what I'm saying? What do you do in them years? You know what I'm saying? Who you inspire, who you impact. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that is the same thing. It's just a different sport.
Understood. Does hip hop have a role in geopolitics or politics in general? It could. There is sometimes when I'm listening to the radio, and there's some hip hop artists whose lyrics get used against them in a courtroom. Okay. You know what I mean? Like I hear that, and I say, okay. I've always wanted to ask someone of your stature what you thought of that. Is that right? I don't know.
I'm the wrong person to ask these type of questions. Okay. I'm gonna think everything is dumb. Okay. And it's a forceful thing behind it. I feel like, because it's like you brought me in here for such and such. You're not hitting the such and such, so now we're going to my lyrics. If you ain't have nothing in the beginning, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like it's a reach now. Like it's like if I say, I'm gonna slap somebody because you think that I really went to, and if I did or didn't, why is that your opinion? Why does that? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can really know what you did last night.
So you are a firm believer. It sounds like you're a firm believer in separating the artist from their personal life.
Yeah, because if you painting, you just painting. That's whatever in your brain. So now we getting in trouble because what's in our brain?
Okay. Thought police.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so now we don't say nothing now. What you get out of that?
All right, so now we're talking about a form of censorship.
You feel me? Like,
okay.
It's just, you get what I'm saying? It just keeps changing it just keeps changing every time. So it's like, what do we do now? We scared to make our own art? We scared to speak up? We scared to do interviews? We scared of it? No. Like, this artist like La Russell, like, he'll talk on big things and I will feel the conversation like, this is heavy. But someone's gonna get it, someone's gonna probably be like triggered, intimidated by it. Someone's gonna be like, hell yeah. Like, it's just different opinions. It's too much opinions, it's like more opinions than doing.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? We going at the artists with their lyrics, but there's real stuff going on.
Understood.
Y'all trying to figure out who killed who with no real, we seen you, no real, we know. It's just, evidence. We're gonna hold you in and do everything to figure something out. We're gonna hold your ears back just to figure something out. You didn't come with, I knew what you did last, what you did. You may not say what you did last, but I'm gonna sit here in front of you and be like, yeah, you did this yesterday. Nah, that's what you did yesterday. And you could have just been in your bed sleeping.
Understood.
So that's how I look at things now. Like, how do people just come to conclusion already for things they didn't see?
Understood.
So being in these, not to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
Like I said, things to me is dumb. That's why I said it's just like I don't even get into it because it's like, that's just gonna be my opinion.
Gotcha.
Your opinion, anybody else's opinion is gonna be everybody's opinion. So it's like, I'm good to be in arguments, but I'm not doing well in arguments because at the end of the day, like, I'm not gonna try to stop what you're saying. I'm gonna be battling what you're saying, but I don't got the energy to battle what you're saying. Okay. I'm not getting anywhere.
Speaking of battling, is that still a thing with artists?
Yeah, low key. It'd be a little different now, you know. I think a lot of people, the emotions is up. You know, they say the retrograde change or something like that. So I feel like people's emotions is a little high. So it's like you say something, they trigger. Anything is, but then it's like when you get to really sit back, not me or you, but, you know, whoever on the other side of the fence, to sit back and really think about what's going on. Then their whole energy change.
I mean, you know, coming up as a kid, especially teenagers, you know what I mean? You had people like Cannabis. Like, I love Cannabis. He's a great artist. People like Eminem, another great artist. These were great battle artists back in the day, along with others, right? But you don't see them. You don't see that type of MC nowadays. Why is that?
Go back to the emotions. What you say. If Eminem back then, they say something crazy, it's like, all right, let me say something crazy back. Some people be, nah, I gotta kill him. Or, nah, I gotta do this.
Okay.
It's like, what? Like, just.
Where do you think that comes from? That shift. I mean, it was like one day it was perfectly okay to have a healthy battle. You lost, you won. And then it goes to, all right, like you were saying, I gotta kill somebody now. Kill,
like, even with the Kendrick and Drake, it's like too much. Like, it was too much. Oh, word, that's what, let me go say this about, oh, that's what you found out? Like, okay. No, put the skills. Put the back, like.
Who has the better skills to? Because I'm non-partisan in this thing here. I don't really care for neither one of them, to be honest with you. That's just me.
I think it'll be a healthy battle, but I started to read between the lines where it's like.
How did you feel about that?
It got commercialed.
Okay, so they kind of felt like, hey, they felt like, how can we make some money off of this ordeal?
You're gonna make money regardless. Okay. Streaming is, or, you know, but.
And that's another big thing we'll talk about after that.
Yeah, so it's like, but I feel like it was so commercial. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put too much behind certain songs, or Not Like Us between. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt different. Gotcha. When Hove and Nas, they didn't have particular songs to say, oh, we're gonna take this and push this all the way.
Yeah, it was like that was one.
Yeah, like Nas had his, Jay had his. Nas had his, Jay had his. All right, we're going to the final boom, boom, boom. And Nas came with Ether. You know what I'm saying?
So, and Ether was really good.
And yeah, they just had a round of battles. They and you know, they might could have said something that was serious, heartbreaking, but they still showed the companionship where it's like, well, you didn't have to die though, or you didn't have to. We didn't have to go in your background and pick up that you was locked up 20 times and whoop, or what you did in your past. But even though that's a part of it, but it's like the next person is, nah, we jumping him. It's like, why? Because he said,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, just go rap back. How you feel, why you have to do what you have to feel. Now you're about to risk your, what you know what I'm saying? It changes a little bit.
On the streaming front, a lot of complaints are saying, hey, listen, I had 1 million streams, I had 1 billion streams, and I'm only pulling in $10,000. One, how true is a statement like that? And if it's true, why is it a problem?
Repeat that question one more time.
On streaming, where streaming? Some people feel like, hey, I had a lot of streams, but I'm earning very little money. Is that a true statement? And if so,
could be a middle.
Why?
Could be a middle entity in the middle, of that situation.
Okay.
Where it's like learning where you, like me, like of course making so much beats and, people love you, face cards and all. But how is your money coming in? Because you putting it out.
Do you think that the streaming industry or the streaming platform?
Could be platform.
Is it paying?
Platform's already the middle.
Okay.
Or it could be the top, the first or whatever, but it's somebody else. It's not where you built that website or you built that streaming platform, where the minute somebody, boom, it's straight to you with no split. There's always a split.
Okay.
So where's the next little cent penny is going to?
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
how much are artists getting per stream nowadays?
It varies. Even they'll tell you the highest stream you get, and this is how much you get.
Wow.
So it's like, okay, there's a disconnect here. Okay. You get what I'm saying? So that's why you see the artists will do other things where it's like, all right, this ain't just my only bag. And now I'm Coca-Cola now. Beats headphones.
Dre.
It don't matter what headphones. You know what I'm saying? It's just not touring. Merch. You're paying, when you learn that if you want the people, like any company, there's always going to be a split. The part that's the hard part for people is just like really doing it yourself to get that full. Okay. That 100%, even though you still have to split. Like I can get 100%, but if I feel like, oh, bro over there with the camera, he did what I don't know. I split that.
And I'm taking a point of personal privilege here, or professional privilege rather. I really enjoyed the days when you had to actually go out and go buy the cassette, go buy the CD. DJs had to actually go buy that wax to go spin in the clubs. Like I really appreciate those days because then it was like, hey, you went out there and you spent your $10.99 for whatever cassette or DVD or whatever you bought, and then you had to actually listen to all of the songs. You know what I mean? And then you kind of came back the next day and you kind of told your friends or you had that conversation with them and you was like, hey man, did you hear this or what did you think about that? And even down to the nostalgia of they used to like print the lyrics like on the cassettes or whatever. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know, like now with streaming, I just really feel like that's been taken away.
And look who did what.
I'm not a fan of that, man.
Me neither.
Okay, so we have that in common.
So yeah, it's all air now with me. It's like, okay, oh, that's such and such. And then if it's like, no, it's like, damn, who got his sound? Because it's like you will already think, oh, this sample got chopped. Oh, that's Kanye.
And women in hip hop, let's before we wrap up here, is do you think that women in hip hop are over sexualizing themselves in order to make $1?
If that's what they tell them to do.
You think so?
If that's what they tell them to do.
I mean, we had people like Bahamadia, we had people like Queen Latifah, we had people like Raw Digger who
and doing what they doing. Like I have an artist that barely even show what the crests look like but her inspiration still super high, conversation super high. Okay. I feel like when it gets to that, that's just drawn. Like if you're going like you're just bringing in whatever that comes with. And I think we've seen countless times of artists that had clothes on, and we had the ones that didn't have clothes on. Clothes on, didn't have clothes on. Clothes on, didn't have. So it becomes what path you want to choose. Okay. But just be ready for what that comes with. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was to be shirtless all the time, if I wanted to be shirtless all the time.
That was LL Cool J's thing back in the day.
That was LL. What did that bring in?
Okay. But he was actually good though.
Nah, but what I'm saying, what did it bring in? Some more females.
Yeah.
But then it's like, we understand even if you're married, it's still, I don't care. Like his skin just brings in more traction.
Okay.
So yeah, you're gonna bring in more traction, but what do you do with the traction? You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's that producer mindset coming into play here.
Yeah, like what do you do once you do this? Like, and if you still on that, like now I'm like very judgmental in a sense because.
What do you mean?
As in how I already seen as much in the industry. So now when I, now super in it, it's like, you don't gotta
do that.
You don't. And somebody could be against what you're saying. All right, cool. Don't double ask me again when,
what you thought?
Oh, he was, oh, this person is weird. And yeah, because I kind of broke it down to you. What does that bring in? You know what I'm saying? If you're close, you're just gonna get as much as what you do. And you can still navigate. Use your pen, you know what I'm saying? Like your gift. Your gift wasn't showing your titties. Your gift wasn't showing, anything else. It was really what you saying and how you moving. Anything else is extra plus. So with females, it's like I always encourage more. Well, I don't stop what they do and how they portray it, because like I said, that's their choice at the end of the day. I have a daughter, so certain things now I kind of even look at things where it's like, all right, and then I got to make my decision. Whatever, how I want to do is either lock in beats or just pass the beats off. You do what you do, because a lot of producing artists get that light. You know what I'm saying? That light of what they create. Okay,
so like a connection between them.
Right. So if I'm around a person that's always naked, I'm going to get the questions in the sense of like how did I look at that or do that downgrade. But like I said, having a daughter changed a lot of things now. So now I'm very like, yo, that's the only reason why that person's there, because you did that. Yeah, they like your music. You sure they like your music, or they like
what they're looking at?
That's, you know what I'm saying? Them tough conversations, because now it's like, how do you know?
Because I look at certain artists. I look at a Cardi B, which I'm not a fan of. I look at Megan Thee Stallion. I'm not a fan of. I just don't feel like when I'm listening, when I don't listen to them, but like I hear them on the radio, I don't see a level of skill lyrically that would draw my attention to be like, hey, I think I need to go spend some money to go hear this particular individual. You know what I mean? When it comes to music, and again, professional privilege, I like to hear artists who not only have something to say, but are actually really skillful in wordplay. I'm not saying you had to make me think like a Talib Kweli or a Mos Def or anything like that.
Those ones get overlooked.
They really do in common. Like, I'm not saying you got to be like them, because I love those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just feel like nowadays that's what's missing.
It's there.
Okay.
It's just how the media portrays it.
Okay. Well, like I say, as a,
it takes, not to cut you off, it takes a producer like me or anybody else that would show that. Like,
okay.
Oh, I'm work like Lady London. She don't, like, she's from New York, but she's super skillful.
That's good.
It's, we not gonna hear too much on certain levels. Now, if she may show a little more skin that she never showed before.
All right, to try to drag in that attention.
Then start, well, media pick it up or picture it, or start throwing it in your face.
Yeah, well, I would tell you, I would never do that as a journalist. You know what I mean? For me, I would love to feature artists who actually have skill, artists who do not have to show private parts and do obscene things in order to say, hey, you should look at me and give me some attention.
Back in the days, Kim and Fox, like, they had their sex appeal.
Yeah.
So there's people,
so it's gonna be that.
You see, when you ask me about inspiration, that's other people that, you know what I'm saying?
But Fox is good.
I know, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. They're good, skillful, and they'll do that. There's people that's skillful and do that. Now I see what you're saying. There's people that's not skillful,
right?
And they're doing that. Their leverage is the other part,
right? So like you went back to what you're saying. It's like, are you sure people are buying your music to listen to you, or they're buying your music to look at you?
Right. I'm not about to. I could tell you I get overlooked, but it doesn't stop me, because I know the difference of, oh, you didn't know I did that record. Now you know I did that record. Oh, look how you act now. I didn't do anything for you to really like me so much.
Right.
You just didn't know. Now, if you didn't know that, and I'm coming in the spotlight, yeah, I'm that.
Gotcha.
What are you gonna bring? You gonna bring in people that's gonna just be there for a moment?
Yeah.
You want to be like, oh, you cool? I'm gonna hang on this side and still have my fun.
Well, I'll tell you, man. I'm hoping to see another group like Wu-Tang, which I'm quite sure will probably never happen.
They did. No. The thing
is it coming back?
That's what I'm saying. I see it.
Because I see an onyx symbol on your thing right here, and I'm like,
listen,
I love
shout
onyx.
Shout out to Society Hate Us. It's a brand. It's my bro brand in the city. But they're there. It's like I said. It's about how the media portrays it.
Okay.
So I will always label them overlooked, but they're dumb nice.
Understood.
Until they're looked at in a way it's the proper genuine matter. It's like, all right, cool. Like, you're skillful, you're tough. You know what I'm saying? Style, like, you know. But who's behind these blogs or who's behind certain things?
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta now is, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you? You know what I'm saying? Like, that somebody said it to me. If I have a daughter, that type of question to come up. Or you next to a person that's always showing their tail. Like, how would you feel that you're a dad as a, you know what I'm saying? A girl dad, and you're around female, you know what I'm saying? So,
gotcha.
I'm not judging or being, hard on myself, but that's just the real fact. Oh, how I would feel. Like, I wouldn't want.
How can people reach you? Instagram, social media?
Instagram, social media, Dizzy Banko. I was searching myself the other day, so when you put in Dizzy Banko, everything and their mother comes out. And I realized how much stuff came out, and I'm like, okay.
Wow. I
don't need to say Twitter, that. Just put in Dizzy Banko.
And it is.
And you get all questions and answers you need.
Okay. Well, my name is Michael Thurville, photojournalist and sociologist here at VEDA World News. We'll see you on the next segment. Great job, brother.
Thank you.